Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Flying Fluffy Hockey live stream of Game 5 between the Florida Panthers and Tampa Bay Lightning. Panthers with the 3-1 series lead, looking to close it out on the road. Hello, David, Colin, Dennis. David's here. Hey, Donna, how you doing? Strafossi's here. Jason Todd. How is everybody doing? Dennis, Daniel, what time are they dropping the puck? That is a good question. It looks like both right now the Capitals and Habs game is on ESPN, and the Florida Tampa Bay game is at 7 is on ESPN too. Hello, Icy. Vin Fun says, "Let's go Panthers." Blair says, "Big game. I am so hyped." So yeah, right now there's Canadiens and Capitals. I'm fairly certain that they will show on the screen here what time Panthers. Wow! Ovi just scored off the face-off. I tuned in just in time to see Ovi score. Austin says, "I'm still stunned by Game 4. Kate says, "A certain evil emperor once said, 'Finish them.'" Yeah, Dangle at his first freak out of the playoffs. Well, Ovi made that shot so fast. I'm glad I tuned in. At the moment, I tuned in to Capitals Canadiens because I just got to see Ovi score again. Yeah, if the Sens win tomorrow, oh boy. Let's see. Hello, Derek. Hello, Blair. Trey. Hello, Bolvar. Yes, I did recuperate from last night. Ovi scored 2 seconds into the power play. Literally, the puck went straight to him. Shoot, score.
So, do we have? Are they making sure that we're not missing Panthers? Because you got it on the other channel.
Yes, I will.
Right. So we want to make sure that, because I know we're close, right?
Here is Panthers Lightning.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too much longer.
Adam Fink says, "Hey, how is everybody doing?"
Well, good.
We can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us. The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Yeah, Ovi scored 2 seconds into the power play.
New salted caramel macadamia.
David says, "Jaws seems grumpy. Get that man a cold one."
The
I'm good. I'm good. Be right back.
Penty says, "Hey Kyle, nice jersey." Thank you. Finn Fun says, "I was in Emirates Bank Arena at the end of March. It was a long flight from Finland. I absolutely loved Miami." Well, that's good to hear, Finn Fun. I'm glad to hear you had a good time in Miami.
When it came time to look for a program for an advanced degree, I found the online option and was able to come to my dream school. I was kind of playing a guessing game when it came.
Austin says the puck drop is at 7:40, so that's just 4 minutes away.
I found my sense of recovery both physically and mentally. Luke has given me the deepest understanding of the qualities that I'm getting. This year, find your focus. Join Luke.
Smokey says, "I'm a security guard for the Florida Panthers, and it's the best job I ever had. I love home games." That's awesome, Smokey. Jason Stewart says, "Let's do this, boys." Michael says he's got his pupper sleeping right next to him on the couch. Oh, that's sweet. How do I feel about Marchand so far? He's been solid. So I believe they're about to do puck drop or the anthems, it looks like.
Now, with the presentation colors of Tampa's own Air Force Base, welcome the 60th Fueling Wing. And honored to be joined by Borough High grad, proudly served our nation in the U.S. Army.
Caps are now winning 2-0.
Through 54. Her legacy of service extends to 2 children and 2 grandchildren who served in the military and a great-grandchild currently serving in the Navy. She joins us tonight at 94 years young. Tampa Bay, please welcome and salute Sergeant Sarah Young. Listening loud and proud to the voice of both nations, retired U.S. Air Force Technical Sergeant Sonia Bryson Kirksey.
No, we don't play beer league.
Early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh,
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
Let me see. I think it's about 3 hours, Austin. I think it's about 3 hours.
Why don't you read that super chat Revy sent?
Oh, jeez.
Thank you, Revy, for the 5.
Thank you, Revy. Thank you, bud. That's all right, brother. Don't worry about it. We figured you was drinking. It was all good. It's all good, man.
Is that a real Tesla coil in the Lightning
Thank
arena?
You for the fiver, bud. Yes, let's finish this.
Lightning win the face-off. Puck dumped in, but intercepted in the neutral zone and sent backwards. Moser collects it. Sent up ahead. Bobrovsky will keep it moving. Mikkola over to Lundell. It rolls into the neutral zone. McPaul lobs the puck in.
Oh,
Kulikov gets destroyed by Connor Geeky. Good Lord. Lundell shoots. No, excuse me. That's a. Is that Lundell?
I don't know. I'm blind.
$19:20 to go in the first. Dennis says, I'm way ahead. I'll try and keep away from spoiling anything.
Appreciate that.
$19:20 to go in the first. Face off in the Lightning zone. Barkov will take the face off against Cirelli. To Vazzy's left. Lightning win the face off, but don't clear the zone.
Come on,
Barkov tries to center it to Verhaeghe. I like the idea. Forsling shot blocked.
Damn it.
Kucherov
I think he just blocked the shot.
blocked the
though.
shot
He's fine.
and went to the bench.
Oh, he's not so fine.
Damn.
Maybe it hit him in the no-nos. Is he going to the bench, the locker room? No.
Rodriguez sends it behind the net. Kachuk can't collect it. Schmidt with the puck passes to Balinskis. Balinskis dumps in from center ice. Kachuk in the corner.
Oh, Kachuk in.
Bennett tied up with Lilleberg. Bennett and Kachuk both trying to reach the puck. Gensel able to send it up ahead, but now Balinskis collects it in the neutral zone. Less than 18 minutes to go. And there's the crowd booing Mikkola, who flips in. We would be offsides if we touched that. Montreal apparently is going on the power play. Shafee sends it up ahead. Mikkola should reach this puck first. It rolls over to Nico Sturm. Now Kulikov is also in the corner, tied up with Shafee. Shafee to Hedman at the point.
Oh, shit!
Damn. That appears to be Goncalves. Yet another deflection goal. Yet another deflection goal for the Lightning. It's the one way they've been able to beat Bob the entire series is getting the the deflections. Well, maybe we can just get the defensive breakdowns out of the way quick. This is the first time the Lightning have scored first this entire series. Luosterainen sends it towards the net. Marchand tried to bat it down. Luosterainen had a chance at the side of the nets. Now Forsling will send it up ahead. I like this response from the third line. Now the Lightning collect the puck. Sent up ahead to Paul, who passes backwards. Marchand disrupts the play. Him and Seth Jones making it difficult for Lightning to get set up. Yanni Gourde whiffed on his shot attempt. Now Connor Geekie, shot blocked by Luosterainen. And then he sends the puck wide. Reinhardt sends it over to Forsling. Forsling circles around, pressured by Gourde, so he passes to Seth Jones. Forsling with the puck now. Over to Seth Jones. Stretch pass sort of stalls in the circle of the Lightning zone. Held in or not by Kulikov. Kucherov back on the ice. 16 minutes to go. Gensel collected the loose puck, but now Mikkola is there to feed it to Barkov. Tkachuk gets stopped in the center ice. Lightning moving up ahead. Bolinskis with the puck. Flips it up ahead. Lilleberg sends it back up ahead for the Lightning. Gergensen stops the puck in. Schmidt collects it behind his own net. Bolinskis with the puck passes along to Schmidt, back to Bolinskis. Bolinskis waiting. Stretch pass. It rolls over to Boquist and Sturm, but Gonsalves sends it in. It's icing for the Lightning. 14:59 to go. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Top line out there for the Panthers in the face-off circle. The puck just completely stalls in the circle. Oh, man, Verhaeghe was right in front. I think they're going to call a penalty on the Lightning.
All right. Okay. Maybe we can get this back.
Lilleberg gets called for slashing with 14:51 to go in the first. So let's see. There he is. Yeah, he blatantly.
Yeah.
But it was his own stick that broke instead of Verhaeghe's. Yeah, let's finally cash one of these. Our power play has barely been better than Tampa's. So Tkachuk, Reinhardt, Barkov, Verhaeghe, and Jones is the top power play unit. Lightning collect the puck. Verhaeghe, it rolls over to Tkachuk, over to Reinhardt. Held in by Tkachuk, who shoots. Verhaeghe,
yes!
Verhaeghe scores.
Yes! Yes.
for
There we
Hagee.
go. Finally. All right.
All right. Connor says, I have my broadcast literally exactly lined up with the stream.
Appreciate that. I know it's not easy. We apologize. The streaming makes it funky.
All right. So for Hagee, ties it back up. He was all alone in front, and he actually buries the chance to tie the game. So that was fast. Now we just have to keep it going. James Graham says, "Go Bolts." Marchand enters the zone. He waits. He goes behind the Lightning net now all the way around to Kulikov and Mikkola. Mikkola tries to get Lundell the puck. Now Marchand from the blue line. Luosterainen chooses to shoot past the Mikkola instead of take a shot. Apparently, Pat Maroon is in the building rallying the Lightning. He was just at the last Blues game doing the same. Hmm. 13:39 to go in the first. Hand pass was called. Okay, so I loved our response after giving up the early goal. Brian Goaded says, can this channel do me a favor and find a different Ford to criticize now? Stop doubting for Hagee. Okay, Will Luosterainen's been quiet.
Yeah.
Connor says, I'm a Leafs fan. The name Pat Maroon gives me bad flashbacks. So I believe that was the first power play goal the Panthers have had since game 1. I'm hoping we'll get more goal scoring from the top line tonight. Colin says, no, keep pitching at Swaggy. It works.
He sucks. All right, well, at least we got one back.
No, Samo is not back.
No.
Greer is still on the fourth line. Brian says Jaws was trading for Hagee last video for Marchand cap space. Ridiculous.
Was it trading? No, Trey was trading for Hagee. I was trading Rodriguez. I traded Rodriguez. Trey was trading for Hagee.
Jason Todd says Kyle has me crying right now. Well, Luosterainen has been bad.
He's not playing, and it's you know why.
Wow. The Panthers had 29.8 hits per game in the regular season, and this series has been 42.8 per game. Brian says, I just remember hating that idea. I will always love your channel, though. Let's go Cats, baby. Matthew Stapleton says, guys, I'm feeling a Barkov goal. Yeah, Ekblad absolutely bodied Hagel. You know, to be fair, most of the time when you catch us complaining about the top lines not scoring, it's usually because they've been busy defending. Don't make me Don't make me eat my words immediately, Panthers. Yeah, the Capitals already up 2-0. Hey, Manu, thank you for the 10. Thank you, Manu.
Thank you,
Says,
bud.
let's go, Cat.
Thank you, Manu.
Let's go, Cats. Kachuk sends it in front. Schmidt over for the Kachuk. Offsides. Yes, we definitely think Ottawa has the chance to do the funniest thing ever. I'm pretty sure if Toronto finds a way to lose that series, the crash out from Toronto fans is going to make Mel Kiper's meltdown over Shedeur Sanders look like a minor complaint.
Yeah.
Manu says, you're welcome, guys, and the chat is awesome work, like always.
Much appreciated, bud. Oh, almost.
Moser.
Oh, no!
Oh, it rolls through.
Oh, it's going to be one of those games, isn't it?
Hey, Refi, thank you for the 2.
Hey, thank you, Revi. Thank you, bud.
Revi asks,
Thank you, bud.
will this be enough to pay off your debt, Jaws?
I wish. I need 5 more zeros, and we should be good, unfortunately. We're working on it. At least I got the right partner now.
Johnny says, Jaws, curious question. Do you think Atlanta deserved to get fined for the prank call to the Saints?
I would think so, right? And
shot from Radish was deflected. Rodriguez over to Kachuk, but the puck was behind him. So
that was a great defensive play there by Nikita Kucherov, the last guy back. So a lot of talk about how he's not scoring goals, but he certainly has that on both sides of the puck.
So the Lightning send it all the way down, and that will be icing again. 10:58 to go. Yeah, the Falcons' defensive coordinator's son is the one who prank called Sanders. And he also apparently prank called at least one other dude. Like, I think there are times when a prank call can just be harmless fun. Pranking someone in the draft day is that's taking a bit too far.
That's a bit much. That's kind of not okay.
Seth Jones waits the slowest spin I've ever seen it, and a good shot saved by Fazzy. Geeky tried to pass it backwards to Nick Paul, but Verhaeghe picks up the puck and flips it in. Reinhart collects it, passes it for Verhaeghe. Pass backwards intended for Reinhart. Let's see. Cernak sends it in. Kucherov has the puck stolen away from him. Marchand enters the zone. He waits. What a move. Marchand.
Yes! Holy crap!
Shit.
Yes! Marchand! Holy crap!
Marchand with a ridiculous play.
What a beast of a shift. Was that Lundell again?
Yeah, I think it was Lundell again.
I told him, stop passing it to Luosterainen. Pass it to Lundell. Luosterainen makes the play. This is just like the game, the play the other day. Look at this. Absolute unbelievable.
It just bounced off of
Bounces off of
Lundell. He
Lundell.
didn't even play it.
No.
Boink.
Jeez. That is beautiful.
Final. It's so beautiful. We have someone camped in front of the goalie.
Yes.
Michael, thank you for the 2. He says, I think
Thank
we
you,
keep
Michael.
this line. Holy shit.
Thank you, Michael. That's why I was
Yeah.
talking about trading Rodriguez to pay Marchand.
So now the Panthers with the 2-1 leads, still far, far, far from over.
Oh, yeah.
We need to keep this pressure going. I have no idea how that wasn't offsides. Matthew says, Marchand! Gensel sends it wide. Kucherov over to Hedman, goes wide. Radish trying to pass the puck to Gensel. Now it ends up with Kucherov and Braden. Point behind the net. That was dangerously close.
This is going to be a 6-5 game, isn't it?
Matthew says, Marchand, oh my God, he's so good with this line. Bennett sends it behind the net. Yeah,
come on, Marchand. How
keep
much
up the-
money you need, bro?
Penty says, this has been a great series so far. You would say best in the first round.
Yeah, I agree.
Gensel tried to send the puck through traffic, but I believe Bob made that save. Bob will keep it moving the Forest lane. Matthew says, nah, best series is first round is Oilers Kings. Nico Sturm with the puck.
Oh,
And then
this
Greer.
was actually going to score a goal.
Bolinski's shot on net, able to collect the puck or at least send it into the corner. Geeky with some speed tries to beat Bolinskis, but will pass backwards.
Oh,
Oh no,
shit.
turnover.
Son of a bitch.
Nick Paul ties the game for the Lightning. It's going to be one of those
It's
games.
going to be one of those games.
Hey, Glenn, thank you for the 5.
God damn it.
Thank you, Glenn.
Thank you, Glenn. What the hell? Lundell gets the puck and just tries to skate it out, I think. He's on his stick, and he just tries to skate out with it instead of just...
Hey, Revy, thank you for the 5.
Thank you, Rev.
Thank you,
bud.
Revy. Says Jaws, how much are memberships? I am asking because I can't afford to keep super chatting. I have defense attorneys to pay for after last night.
Memberships are only $3 a month, brother. Oh, shit. Okay, then. So absolutely nothing has happened so far. That's the beauty of it.
They're going to call a penalty.
On Tampa?
I think so.
Or is it delayed offside? Nope. Another power play for us?
Yeah,
that just means they're going to even it up at some point.
So Perbix gets called for holding.
Oy vey.
I mean, this is not unexpected.
No, definitely not. This could definitely be a 6-5 game. I mean, I'll take a tied game. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Rather I would be tied than down 2.
Michael Coppola says, do we keep the Rat or is he another Senko?
Oh, I'd love to keep him, but whether or not we can afford to pay him, I don't know.
Today, he really feels like him. I'm him, but he didn't always. Am I even him? So he went to hands.com and got ED treatment prescribed 100% online and delivered right to his door. Now every day, I'm him. Find trusted treatment for ED and start feeling like him. Get started today at hands.com.
Did you pass the tissue test? Dr. Garcia, buckle up.
All right, so the goal scorers so far, we have Gonsalves and Nick Paul for the Lightning, and for Hagee and Lundell for the Panthers. Game's back on. Watch Medicine.
Here's sorry, I just wanted to hear that.
Watch Medicine. We're watching from Maryland. Barkov is leading all players in the face-off this postseason at 63.3%. Okay. $7:15 to go in the first. Barkov now in the face-off circle. Barkov won the draw. Seth Jones waits, passes to Kachuk, sends it to Reinhardt, who has to send it back to Seth Jones. Reinhardt moving forward, will wait, chooses to pass back to Seth Jones, back to Barkov, over to Kachuk. Kachuk looking, waiting, over to Jones, shoots. Barkov was right at the side of the net. Him and Kachuk try to keep the puck in. Seth Jones able to keep it onside. Seth Jones with the puck, waiting, over to Barkov, over to Kachuk. Reinhardt shoots, goes back to Kachuk, now over to Barkov. We keep trying that same bumper play with Reinhardt.
It's not open.
Barkov sends it up over the net, where Hagee collects the puck. 1 minute to go on the power play, all the way back to Seth Jones.
I mean, if Reinhardt's covered, yeah. What was that?
For Hagee, sending it around to Barkov, all the way over to Jones, over to Barkov. Kachuk shoots.
Rebound!
Reinhardt! Somehow, Kucher.
How did that not go in?
Somehow that was.
Jeez.
Vazzy with a ridiculous save. Watch Medicine says, love from Broward County. Hope they close out today.
Hope so too.
Right there.
Damn, that was in. Reinhardt just couldn't lift it.
33 seconds left on the power play. Seconds power play unit now on there. Let's see. Marchand, Schmidt over to Bennett. Bennett's waiting. Bennett sends it out of the zone. Bob passes to Forsling over to Schmidt. Rodriguez dumps the puck in. Now it's to Bennett, Schmidt, Marchand with the puck. Power play is over. Schmidt will keep the puck.
Just shot there.
Oh man, Bennett's got a good deflection chance. Less than 5 minutes to go. We are out shooting the Lightning 15-6. But of course, the Lightning scored 2 goals on those 6 shots. Boquist trying to win the foot race. He does. Sends it over for Lundell in the corner. Michael says, tell you what, the Panthers are playing very good. Some bad turnovers, but very fast-paced.
Hey, the longer it's tied, the better we have a chance to win it at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As long as we're not chasing, I'm fine.
Kulikov with the puck. Dumps the puck in.
You know, we ain't holding a 2-1 lead all day on Tampa in an elimination game. You know what I mean?
Gonsalves unable to send it up further ahead for the Lightning. What a good play by Reinhardt, and now he sends it around the boards.
Whoa! Man.
Seth
Nice
Jones
play by Jones.
with the hits.
What?
So the Lightning are going on the power play.
What the hell's the call on that?
Number 3, 2 minutes interference.
He gets called for interference.
Yeah.
Well, neither him or Gonsalves had actually
Right,
reached
hadn't
the
had
puck yet.
God damn it.
Jones.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But
Do you mind getting some water? Or
I'll go get it.
okay. Glenn says Bob better wake up. I don't think either of those goals were really Bob's fault. So early in the second period, the Caps still beating the Habs 2-0. I decided to re-enter. Yeah. So the lag for us should not be as bad anymore. The delay between some of you in the chat and what we're seeing should be less. Two minutes to go. No, excuse me, 3:25 to go in the period. We get the clear thanks to Nico Sturm. Kucherov sends it up ahead for Braden Point, who passes it all the way back to Kucherov. Kucherov sends it over. Yeah, both goals were deflections. Hedman looking, sends it over to Gensel, over to Kucherov, over to Cirelli, back to Kucherov, Hedman, Gensel, saved by Bob. Gensel recollects the puck and passes it to Hedman. Hedman tries for another deflection goal. Bob makes the save.
Right to left from his angle there. Big thing for Lightning, strong with their zone entries. So if they win this game,
2:40 left in the first. 1:15 left on the Tampa Bay power play. Braden Point gets kicked out of the face-off circle. Now Cirelli face-off against Barkov. Lightning sort of won that face-off. Schmidt trying to collect the puck, but Cirelli sends it all the way over to Kucherov. Passes it back to Hedman. Point over to Hedman. Minute left on the Lightning power play. Gensel feeds it to Cirelli. Cirelli pressured. Kucherov comes away with the puck. Braden Points now. Hedman with the shot. Deflected away with Barkov. Forsling with a nice play to get the clear. 2 minutes to go in the first. Paul sends it over to Kucherov. Back to Radish. Gonçalves tried again for the deflection, and we get a clear.
That'll do it.
Marchand came very close to stealing that puck away from Radish.
Hey, be careful.
Gonçalves over to Chafee. Marchand will get the clear to end the power play for the Lightning. Now Glendening tries to crash through. Puck out of play.
Very interesting to see how now things shift back to Winnipeg after St. Louis rolled up goals on the Jets. That's the second half of our doubleheader over on ESPN at 9:30. All the pressure you feel it on the
1:08 to go in the first.
for Game 6 tomorrow on CBS. Vegas, Minnesota, a crucial Game 6 as well. With Minnesota facing elimination tomorrow night, 7:30.
Panthers win the faceoff. Forsling flips it up ahead. Marchand could not collect it. Perbix sends it up ahead for his teammate Seth Jones pursuing the puck. Forsling Perbix sends it over to Gord. Now Perbix moves it along. Bob with the save. Frank E. Stein says these are the two best teams in the hockey right now.
I can't disagree there.
Look at how he positions himself. He always sees the puck. His skates are back, uses the edges to dig in. He's big, he's strong, he's rangy, and he really makes life difficult.
41.4 seconds to go in the first.
41 seconds to go in the period. Face off to the right of Bobrovsky, and it's controlled by Kevin.
Verhaeghe sends it up ahead. McDonough under some pressure. Mikkola now with the puck. We'll just move the puck along. See. Verhaeghe stole the puck and it forces Fazzy to make the save.
Let's get one off
with 7.1 to go. 7.1 seconds to go in the first. Glendening gets tossed out of the face-off circle against Bennett, so Nick Paul takes his place. Bolinskis sends it wide. And that is the end of the first. Tied at 2. I'll take it.
I'll take it. Nothing. 1-1, 2-2. What's the difference?
Trey says the good news is we're dominating. The bad news is we're not winning. Well, all the Panthers have to do is stop with the turnovers in our own zone and find a way to neutralize Tampa's one way to beat Bob, and that's through fluky or skilled deflection goals, whichever term you want to use. Yes, I will switch to the Canadiens Capitals game during intermission. Okay, so 16 to go. So yeah, I would make it 39. Jacob says, despite the results, the Panthers came out flying way better than they did for the first periods on home ice. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. The Panthers so far are looking way better, at least through one, than we did for the majority of our home games. Johnny Wilkinson says, Marlins made me laugh today. Ovechkin trying to collect the puck. Strome unable to hang on to it. It's a 3-on-1 rush the other way for the Habs. And Logan Thompson with the save. Yeah, what a first period. Orlando apparently had the worst collapse ever yesterday against Boston. The Habs had a 3-on-1 shorthanded rush and couldn't score. Yeah, that first period certainly was not boring. It's the kind of hockey I always want to watch is endless scoring. Although I would prefer something has to improve for the Panthers. Either the Panthers need to stop with the bad turnovers in their own zone, or Bob has to transcend into godhood again and stop all of the shots. Revy says, Revy, thank you for the 2. Revy, thank you for the 2, says, Kyle, did you piss your dad off again? No, I did not. David, Verhaeghe already has one. He scored the first goal for the Panthers tonight, in fact. Now, if you are thinking he's going to score a second time, I'd say, whoa, that might be a little too much goal scoring for a guy like Verhaeghe. Frankie Stein says we are imposing our will. Just got to clean it up around the goalie and give the best. Get some more biscuits. All right, so the Habs killed off that penalty. Michael says Erod needs to wake up. Kate says we're getting more goals. It's only a matter of time. Strome just blocked Carrier's shot. The Habs seem to be swarming right now. Yeah, the captain needs to put one in the net. In the Lightning nets, you have to be more specific. And same with Rhino. Yeah, top line goal scoring I will never object to. Yes, our power play. We finally get our first power play goal of the series since game 1. I think we're like 4 for 15. And we've held the Lightning to like 1 in 16. Johnny says, take that, Toronto, am I right? A couple of absolutely silly statistics that Steve Dangle brought up in his video. The Leafs are now 0 for their last 30 power plays in potential series clinching games. And since 2018, the Leafs power play in potential series clinching games has had 1 goal, and there have been 2 shorthanded goals. Both Draisaitl and Ovi scored their first overtime goals in the playoffs this year ever. Yeah, we look good on the power play, even if we don't score, keeping it in the zone and getting shots. Yeah, Vazzy is still a beast. Yeah. Now, aside from see, if I had to rank the teams right now under the most pressure, obviously Leafs are at the top. Then I think the Keens can't afford to fail against those damn Oilers again. And then probably the Jets. I'm not sure how much pressure the Avs are under. Yeah, the Jets have gone right back to giving up endless goals against in the playoffs. Kate says Oilers are least of our concerns right now. I just feel a bit bad for the Kings fans. Is their team really going to imitate against the Oilers what the Bills have done against the Chiefs in the playoffs? Yari says, I smell a thriller in this one. Both teams are in go mode. Am I going to watch Jets Blues tonight? I'm not sure. Yeah, it could be worse. Bills lost 4 straight Super Bowls. Trevor says, I feel bad for the harmonica grannies the most. Montreal was offsides.
NHLshop.com, a fanatics experience.
Novich has done his job tonight. I mean, he's given up the 2, but made several really good saves. And when Sam multiple went over that injury, that's a big loss for the Canadiens. But Novich has been just fine. The Canadiens can't score 5-on-5. Here's Anderson racing after it. Circles the net, shoots.
Okay, that was a good save by Logan Thompson. David Smith says Habs could be a really good team next year if they get better goaltending. Well, I mean, Sam Montembeault was playing really well for them this year. Dean Jones says, what are your thoughts on the Wild and Golden Knights series? As a Knights fan, I am feeling a bit lucky. Well, yeah. Why can't Minnesota sports teams ever be normal? They literally lost the game, ended up losing the game because they were a few inches offsides. Jay Chuck says, not going to lie, I think the Anaheim Ducks could be a playoff contender next year. I'm pretty sure there's been plenty of NHL fans that have been saying that for like the past 3 years, and it keeps blowing up in Anaheim's face. Brian says, in your unbiased opinion, do we close this out tonight or in Game 6? Well, it is incredibly hard for me to not be biased, but all things considered, I am fairly confident the Panthers will close this out tonight. Trevor says if the Habs had a top 10 defense, they would be winning the series probably. I mean, look, neither the Minnesota, Vegas, or the Edmonton, LA series are over. 3-2 series leads are nowhere near as much of an insurance policy as, say, a 3-1 series lead. And there have been plenty of 3-1 series leads blown in recent memory as well. I think Bruce Boudreau's tenure with the Ducks near single-handedly proved just how unreliable a 3-2 series lead can be. J Chuck says, I just hope we don't pull a Boston. Yeah, that would be nice. Let's see. How close are we? Mythical Riz says 3-1 series leads win 90.8% of the time. Okay, we got just under 3 minutes.
All right, let me fill up your water now.
Okay.
Oasis Freeze Tan and Spa. Or we can look at some investment options for you.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think. ProPlan is always advancing with game-changing formulas that promote mental sharpness and help extend lives. See what nutrition can do. Purina ProPlan.
TK says Ekblad certified NHL goon. Who knew? Okay.
Morning, but Morning breath is a sign of underlying health issues. Cresco Health Mouthwash protects your mouth overnight, every night, by killing millions of bacteria and preventing oral health issues like plaque and bad breath before they start.
Without the burn. I'm so much pressure!
Crest.
Ooh, pizza! We're trapped by dishes.
Don't worry, they've got new Dawn Power Suds. You'll power through this whole pile with ease.
Yeah, it's the dish soap with 2 times more powerful suds.
Lucky ducks.
Dawn's first suds that trap, lock, and remove 99% of grease.
So it doesn't get passed from dish to dish.
Ooh, clean and stacked.
Like ducks in a row.
Good one.
New Dawn Power
All right, so
Grease Getter.
second period about to start.
Play. And then Calgary went to work for Florida. Look at the traffic in front. Butterfield Verhage is left all alone. Chernak tips the puck, and he's just a leading lead trying to...
Yeah, positive energy.
And the Florida goes right back to it. Look at all of the Tampa Bay Lightning there in the corner. And then just not any back pressure there. That low through.
All right, you mind?
Oh.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. The start of the second period. You doing good?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Lightning collect the puck off the face-off. John says, I did not look like the way we looked the last 3 second periods. Let's go, Cats. Apparently, in this game's first period, we had the most shots of any. That was the most shots we had in any period of any game this series. Lundell sends it up ahead. Luosterainen gets hit. No, excuse me, that was Mikkola. There's Luosterainen behind the net. Waiting, sends it back to Forsling at the point.
Yes!
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 Forsling did it
Forsling
again.
now. Florida Panthers hold a lead challenge.
Initiate.
Jeez. Come on now.
Fazzy's wondering how the hell he gave that up. So that was Luosterainen sending it all the way over.
Yes.
I'm not sure if it was Forsling. Let's see. That was deflected by Barkov. I believe it. I think this goal will be going to the captain. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so Barkov gets the deflection. His 20th career playoff goal and his first in this series. And Luosterainen gets an assist along with Forsling. So, I love it. Now, can we hang on to this? Matthew Stapleton says, "Didn't I call it?" I believe he did.
Yes, he did. He did today in the noon chat. He said he called the Forsling goal. I even scrolled back up to make sure that I read the comment.
Well, Forsling gets the primary assist.
Oh, it was
Barkov. Yeah, Barkov deflected it.
Okay. Well, then that means we still have a Forsling goal coming.
Gensel passes to Cirelli.
Please get 5 more.
Bolinskis chases the puck. It rolls out of the zone. So, Tkachuk sent it to Bennett. Now he has it. Pass to Rodriguez disrupted. Tkachuk gets taken down by Hedman. Moser behind his own net. Oh man, Tkachuk nearly got that puck in the Lightning zone. Cirelli, Bob.
Thank you, Bubba.
Thank you, Bob. Hedman was Cirelli was all alone in front, and Bob. Revy, thank you for the 2.
Thank you, bud. Thank you, buddy.
Jaws, you should smoke some ganja.
I can't during the game. I fall asleep if I do that during the game.
Kazuma says we need that 4th goal badly.
And the 5th and the 6th one, too. Jesus.
Bob with another save. Boquist sends it up ahead. Perbix will be the first to reach it. Now Greer went for the body. Boquist has the puck taken away. Yanni Gord, but Kulikov is there. Yanni Gord over to Geeky. Paul on net, saved by Bob. 16:43 to go. Hey, Revy, thank you for the 2.
Hey, thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Revy.
Thank you, bud.
Yes, Saliva, not indica.
Yeah, sativa.
Yeah. 16:43 to go in the second. Lundell gets bumped out of the face-off circle, so Luosterainen in the circle. He wins the face-off. Seth Jones flips it up ahead. Hedman collects it. Marchand gets the puck. Tried to send it to Lundell again. Luosterainen looking. Now Chafee Lusterinen sent it over to Marchand, who was right in front. Still in the
kept
zone.
in the zone.
The Capitals just scored.
Oh, well. What's that, 3-0?
Should be. Tom Wilson scored.
Yeah.
Seth Jones with the puck sends it towards the corner. Barkov in that area now. Braden Point crosses the blue line, tries to split the defense. Bob with a couple of ridiculous saves.
Holy crap!
Oh my God!
You gotta be kidding me.
Well, I said one of two things had to happen. Either we had to stop with the turnovers in our own zone, or Bob had to transcend into godhood.
Yes.
Again. Some of the Panthers fans are chanting Bobby's name in the Amalie Arena. You love it. Boquist sends it up ahead. Let's see, that puck flipped all the way ahead. Bolinskis has to try and beat Chafee. Now Schmidt there collects the puck, flips it up ahead. Yep, it's 3-0 Washington over Montreal with less than 3 minutes to go in the second period. What? Oh, man! Oh. Bennett came very close to feeding.
Come on, ref! Are you kidding me?
Rodriguez collides with the ref.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, well, the defense is there. Seth Jones.
Here we go.
Rodriguez whiffs on the shot. Damn. Cirelli sends it into the corner. Nico Sturm tumbles with Yanni Gord. Now Forsling collects the puck, flips it ahead. Nick Paul flips it in. It will go over to Forsling in the corner. Forsling able to send it all the way down. That is no icing.
Well, how long was he going to wait?
Wow.
I don't blame the crowd for booing. I don't blame them for booing. I've never seen an icing called like that late.
Non-icing.
Yeah.
That's the real insult, is somehow that wasn't icing. That's Hungry Xenomorph says, so that's 5 in the misconduct on the zebra, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Offsides, apparently, for the Lightning. And
come on, cameraman. If something's going on, show it. 1, 2, sir.
Kazuma's asking for more likes, guys.
Yeah, please make sure you hit that like button so they show the screen to more people.
Apparently, the Caps came this close to making it 4-0. Silva says, is this Florida Panthers run-and-gun hockey in 2025 under Paul Maurice in the playoffs?
Yeah.
You're sounding like Superintendent Chalmers.
Yeah.
Bob says, after this series, I'll miss Goldie and Randy, but I won't miss all the Scripps commercials. I'll back out and re-enter just in case. True says, wow, Bob is standing on his head, and that's true, world.
Yeah, I'm not praising Bobrovsky. I cannot allow.
Come on, Charlie. Use your new door.
Silva says Chalmers is the most normal character in The Simpsons. Austin, the local the local broadcasts only are allowed to cover the first round.
Yeah.
So it means, unfortunately, for those of you who were enjoying listening to Randy and Goldie, that will end after the first round. We've got a bunch of Skinner. Silva says, if we can win this game 7-4, I would not mind it at all. I think Jaws might mind that just a little bit. Yeah. 13:04 to go in the second. There's already been 2 ties and 3 lead changes in this game. One. Let's see. True says, so we'll probably face Stoli next round if we pull this off. He's pissed we never played him ever. The only problem with that logic, True, is Stoli is currently playing for the Leafs.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if the Leafs will choke that series entirely, but the fact that I can't immediately dismiss that possibility, it's telling. And plus, the Panthers still have to finish things off here against the Lightning. I agree with Spaceman saying don't let them tie it. Silva says, all right, heading out to watch the game again. I'll be back to complain when Tampa scores.
Oh.
Let's see. Reinhardt sends the puck around the boards. And it will roll all the way down. Icing by the Lightning. Adonis says, Oilers going to trade for John Gibson, betting my life savings on it. The Rockets are winning 76-49 at halftime. Bennett with the puck, sends it towards the net. Vazzy with the stop. I believe that will make our 21st shot on goal. So both teams have literally scored once every 7 shots. Worldly Rider asks, what's the score? Panthers 3, Lightning 2. Panthers took the lead early in the second period, thanks to a beautiful Barkov tip-in of a Forsling shot from the blue line. Let's see. Moser collects the puck at the blue line. I believe that was deflected wide. Kachuk will just play it along the boards. Rodriguez trying to pressure on the forecheck. Oh, it looks like
for freaking hell, what's the penalty?
We are going back on the penalty kill. So now the Lightning are finally sending it up ahead. Greer gets the touch.
What kind of stupid did we do now?
11:22 to go in the second. Bennett gets called for slashing. Someone fell over the wall in Cubs versus Pirates.
Yeah.
Damn it, Bennett.
Damn it.
Are you talking about a fan or a player? All right, so Nico Sturm in the face-off circle against Cirelli. A fan. Hey, Andrew. Hedman has his pass blocked and it rolled out for a Panthers clear. Points with speed. Circles back, waits. Pressured by Nico Sturm, so he passes back to Hedman, who passes to Kucherov. Over to Gensel at the side of nets. Kucherov at the circle. Back to Hedman. Back to Kucherov. Shot.
Oh, I thought that was...
I think Bob got just enough of that. Nico Sturm clears. Braden Point passes back to Kucherov. Over to Cirelli, who sends it around the boards. Goes back to Braden Point. And then another good play. I think that time it was Barkov to get the clear. Hedman at center ice leaves it for Gensel and then Kucherov. Kucherov trying to split the defense. And Mikkola will only succeed in passing it to Hedman. Gensel,
Fuck!
damn.
God!
So the Lightning
Just cannot hold the lead.
The Lightning finally score on the power play for the first time since Game 1. So, do you think Bob needs to save that one? I think that might have been deflected in by Braden Point. No, it just beat Bob.
Oh, I mean...
Hey, look at this way. For the moment,
God,
we are taking the lead, and it's the Lightning playing catch up.
Stay out of the box.
Yeah, we have to stay out of the penalty box.
God damn it.
Taterhead says, a fan at the Pirates-Cubs game just fell over the right field bleachers and onto the playing field. It happens by the Clemente Wall at PNC Park, which is 21 feet high. We are halfway through the seconds now, tied at 3. Hey, it took the Lightning 16 tries to score on the man advantage after Game 1. Perbix passes the puck over to Nick Paul, getting pressured by Balinskis, who steals the puck. Balinskis will carry it across his own blue line and then dump in. Vazzy passes the puck along. Bennett with the steal. Oh, Kachuk could not get the puck. Now, Nick Paul. Moser held the puck in.
Shit.
Bob with the save. Chernak to Moser. Intercepted.
Oh, who's this?
Go. Bennett's. And then Marchand shots up and deflected up and out of play. Johnny says, where in San Jose have I heard of a Nico Sturm? Metallic says, why can't we ever hold a lead?
It's been all year long. If I had $1 for every time we've blown a 1-goal lead this year, I could have retired by now.
What'd she call Harper?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body LLC?
We actually sold the twins' naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days. Here it comes.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
Do business with you.
Or we can look at some investments.
All right, so this game is tied again.
With Snapdragon, there's no limit to what you can do and what you can discover on the fastest PCs with multi-day battery life. Unlock your potential with Snapdragon at the heart of your PC.
Austin says, Jaws, what was your least favorite Panthers season?
Oh, God. That's a tough question.
Look, you guys just had a huge goal, first power play goal in last 16 tries. What adjustments created that opportunity?
Well, you know what? When you get the player gets enough pressure, we learn from it. The problem, as I said it earlier today, it's just our execution. And when you execute, you can break it. So my execution has been much better than that.
And how about the way your team has answered multiple times tonight?
Yeah, you got to give them credit.
Hey, Revy, thank you for the
Revy.
5.
Thank you, bud. Thank you, Rev.
Thank you, Revy says, Jaws, is it safe to say you're retiring any notion of being able to pay off your debt?
No, eventually I'll pay it off. Kyle's going to start a coin collecting OnlyFans. Oh, jeez.
Barkov dumps the puck in, and that was icing. 8:43 to go in the second. Michael says, I'll sub Kyle. Patrick O'Neill says, it's time for a Rhino goal. Is that too much to ask?
I don't want to. I want the game to be tied until 1 minute left when we take the lead. Maybe we can hold the lead for a minute.
Seth Jones sent the puck up ahead, collected by Verhaeghe. That puck rolls over to Vazzy. Gensel over skates, so the Lightning are offsides. Jason Todd says, we got this, boys. Let's go, Panthers.
You got to look at Braden Point, too. He goes net front. That we talked about that all game. Part of the reason that was created, Florida is a really tight 4-man unit on the penalty kill because that puck went out and you had Kucherov come in. He drew a
Panthers win the face-off. We dump in. I believe that will be Marchand first to the puck. Luosterainen flipping it around for Lundell. Back over to Luosterainen, but it is Kulikov who will pick it up. Now Perbix has taken it. Chafee able to get the clear for the Lightning. Smokey thinks the Panthers will lock it down. Marchand with the puck, waiting. He moves all the way across the blue line and then forgot to carry the puck with him the rest of the way. Chafee with the puck, pressured by Seth Jones. Luosterainen with a good hit to help us retake possession. Moser with the puck. Braden Point sends it up ahead to Kucherov. Seth Jones couldn't reach Kucherov, but Tkachuk able to pass the puck along to Bennett. Bennett flips it in. It bounces off of Vazzy, but it's right to Hedman. Again.
Another one?
Bennett, are you kidding me?
Oh, come on!
Bennett, bro, you have to stop slashing sticks. Again.
Did it again.
Bennett. So 6:53 to go in the second.
Come on, we need a shorty.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 times in the same period, Bennett? Are you kidding me?
Short-handed goal would be so nice right here. Luosterainen, Sturm, Jones, and Forsling. Let's see. That puck goes to Kucherov, who passes the point back to Kucherov. Puck goes in the corner. Forsling tries to pass it to Nico Sturm. Hedman sends it all the way over to Kucherov. Gensel back to Kucherov. Gensel behind the net. Kucherov with the puck over to Gensel. Forsling disrupts a pass. Kucherov still at the side of the net. Tries to set up Cirelli, and Nico Sturm gets us the clear. Hey, Jason Todd, thank you for the 5.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Jason.
Let's kill this Marshy Shorty anytime here.
Yeah.
Hedman with the puck. Cirelli over to Kucherov. Back to Hedman, who shoots deflected wide. Barkov will get the clear. Less than a minute left on the Tampa power play. Marchand did briefly steal the puck. Paul collects the puck in his own zone. Goes across the blue line. Gonsalves now with the puck. Pops it up in the air. It's Marchand.
Damn it.
Oh, man. Radish over to Chafee. Over to Radish. Chafee sends it around. Kucherov. Luosterainen could not get the puck from him. Now he does. And we are back.
Bennett.
It's Bennett waiting. Shoots.
Yes!
Scores!
Oh, my God.
What a
yes!
shot.
Oh,
Bennett.
Yes!
Oh, it's beautiful.
What kind of game is this?
Bennett for the puppies.
Holy crap.
Right out of the box.
Just flat out beats them.
Flat out beats Vazzy. And just like that the Panthers have retaken the lead after killing off another Lightning power play. Wow. Rosado says hello. Hello, Rosado.
Hey, Rosado.
That's Bennett's third playoff goal this series, third goal this series, and 28th career playoff goal. Now, like Metallic says, now let's hold the leads.
Oh, my God.
Jason Todd, thank you for the 2.
Thank you,
Says,
Jason. Thank you, buddy.
2 more for the goal.
Thank you,
Let's
bud.
freaking go. Benny is our Marshy. Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
That is Schmitz
What
in
happened?
some pain. I have no idea what just happened. Schmidt is in clear pain. So Yanni Gord appears to have hit Schmitz. Now we get the replay. Oh, it's Gergenson's. It was a high stick. Damn. Yeah, well, I'm not sure if they're going to call that a penalty. That they might use the follow through on a shot. Schmitz holding, he might have broken his nose.
Jesus.
So the refs are discussing it. Hopefully Schmidt is okay.
Yeah.
Silva says that's a high stick. It should be a penalty, but it is a high stick on the penalty, so I don't really know. Metallic says it won't be a penalty follow through. Yeah, that's apparently the rule. I did not know about that rule until this year, that if it's a follow through on a shot, that it does not count as high sticking. Silva says, my brain died halfway on that previous message. Sorry, I meant high stick on a shot follow through. Yes, a player is responsible for their stick.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they
Let me back out and re-enter.
Okay.
Just in case. He is back on the bench, so that's good news.
Okay.
So I don't know if his nose is broken, but he definitely felt that. So it was a follow through on the shot, so no penalty for Gergensons.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
It was, this is not another Hagel situation. I repeat, this is not a Hagel situation. Dylan says, I told Benny to shoot and he shot. So I think that means Bennett, Schmidt, and Kachuk are all tied for most goals by a Panther this series at 3 apiece.
Yeah. That's only because they took Samuskevich out. Jesus!
Damn,
Can we, for 4 lousy minutes, can we pretend it's game 7 against Edmonton? Good Lord.
Saved by Bob against Chernak.
Good. Somebody in the noon chat, I forget who it was, but they said 6-5 Florida in overtime.
Oh my God.
We are out there.
Jacob says, let me ask a question though. If Gergensons misses the puck and it hits Schmidt in the nose regardless of intent, you're telling me that isn't a penalty?
I don't know if it changes if he misses the puck. That's a good question. I don't know that.
4:04 to go in the seconds. We won the face-off. Now, whether we can get a clear is yet to be determined. That answer apparently is no. But Bob is able to feed it on to Luosterainen, who does get the clear. That won't carry. Hey, the Canadiens finally scored. It looks like early in the third. I wonder who scored. Let's see. Kulikov and Chafee with colliding. Now it will go back to Kulikov, who is getting double teamed at the moment. Luosterainen jumps in to help.
There we go.
All right.
There's Marchand.
Marchand waits, goes to Lundell, back to Marchand, shoots,
Oh.
deflected away. Yanni Gourde collects the puck.
Yeah, we got to have him on the third line next year.
Yanni Gourde enters the zone, leaves it back for Lilleberg, tries to feed Yanni Gourde. I think Bob did make a save there. Yanni Gourde collects the puck. Okay, so Schmidt is out there with Seth Jones at the moment. Perbix with the puck over to Hedman, looking, sends it back to Perbix. Deflected just high and wide. Schmidt with the puck now. Waits, flips it ahead over to Kachuk, who leaves it for, is that Bennett? Yeah, Bennett shoots. Rodriguez could not get the, if he had been able to shoot forward instead of backwards. 2 minutes left.
Samaskevich would have scored there.
Geeky sends it wide deliberately.
And honestly, I'll take this score at the end of the period, please.
Bob safe.
This is going to be the longest period of the life here. Can we clear the zone?
No, the longest period is going to be the third period.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to say, but I screwed it up.
Looks like that's offside by the Lightning. David Lonsway says, as someone who has not sat down and read the entire NHL rulebook, is there actually a situation in it that excuses a player smacking another in the face with his stick? If it's a follow-through on a shot by the player, the offending player, that is...
Or if the opposing player stick lifts
the
stick into the face.
Jacob says, my guess is Chucky gets the empty net goal for Florida.
Oh, I would take that.
Rosado says, my bracket is toast. I had Devils winning.
Oh, my God, Rosado.
Yeah, I corrected that mistake in my own bracket real quick after game one.
Although I had Montreal winning in 6, so.
I think my bracket might get cooked. The Stars might beat the Avs. The Golden Knights might beat the Wild. Well, I think I had Golden Knights beating the Wild, actually, in 5. Kings, though, I really expected the Kings to not become Edmonton property again. I did have the Sens winning in 7, so there's that. Barkov collects the puck after the faceoff. Kulikov sends it up ahead. Cirelli sends it deeper into the zone. So puck is in the corner right now. Rolls over to Hedman. Back to Hedman. Shoots. Saved by Bob with 1:02 to go.
Can we play in the other end, please?
Austin says, I had Avalanche versus Kings conference finals.
Oof.
Okay, well, I'm feeling good about the Avs' chances to come back and win that series because they are playing against a Peter DeBoer team.
Right.
I do not feel so confident anymore about the Kings. The coach has seemed to become incredibly stubborn and is just standing there and watching as his team is blowing the entire series.
Finally out of the zone.
Less than a minute to go. Hedman with the puck will send it up ahead. Kucherov has to play keep away. Cernak over to Hedman. Hedman looking over to Kucherov. Back to Braden Point, who tries to split the defense again. The thing is, he almost keeps succeeding.
Oh, that's not icing.
That is no icing. 20 seconds left in the period. Chaffee crosses the blue line, flips it wide. Gensel pressured hard by Forsling. It goes right in front. Gonsalves nearly had that shot. 3, 2, 1. End of the second. We actually escaped the second period with a lead. And we've got a scrum here.
I'm going to yell at the camera and get pancakes.
Okay. Jacob says, I feel like the situation for the Kings fans got to be so deflating. They have such a promising team with a good young core, but they can't seem to get it done to the high-end talent on Edmonton. And also the coach shooting the team in the foot, their own coach. So what happens here? Gensel apparently... So they called Gensel and Rodriguez both for roughing. So does that mean the third period starts 4-on-4, or will it still be 5-on-5? Hey, Raven. Hey, haven't seen you here in a long time. Marchand's doing great. He is just what Luosterainen and more Lundell needed to score. Marchand has, I think, 2 different apples on Lundell goals in this series alone.
Calgary trades him to Montreal in the Tower Toffoli trade, and here's young Emil, the 23-year-old Swede, scoring playoff goals. Getting traded for good players, too.
Let's see. The only thing keeping the Kings in is Edmonton's questionable goaltending situation. Kate, see you guys later on. Yeah, Marchand is doing well here. Raven says, hope he gets another cup. Deserves it. McMichael shoots, saved by Jakub Dobish. I have switched over to the third period of Capitals Canadiens during the second intermission. So, Smokey, it's not a power play for the Lightning. It's going to be 4-on-4. Rockets beating Golden State 105-76, ending the third. Golden State currently leads 3-1. It's Capitals 3, Canadiens 1. So 12:31. There's 12:31 left in the third period between the Capitals and Canadiens. And this is the Capitals hoping to close out their series with a win at home. Hey, Amanda, thank you for the 2. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Amanda. She says there's 140 people in here. Please like the stream. Jack Guy. Excuse me. Johnny says Draymond Green started a literal court fight with the Rockets' key players and ended up causing fans to love him.
would host Carolina in game 1 of the second round. That starting time today still to be determined. Anderson or Hudson.
Hudson sends it over to Dvorak. Dvorak sends it over to Anderson. Shot on net. Sticked aside by Logan Thompson. Hudson. Gooley with a shot. It rolls around. Gallagher was right there. Hudson centers it. Now Hudson trying to hold the puck in the zone, but no use. Metallic says, like the stream or we blow the lead again. Carrier. Matheson with a shot. It bounced off of Logan Thompson. Kane Stolfan Panther says third period is going to be violent, gritty, and whoever contains their composure will win. Yeah. Hey, before you go up, why don't you get more water? So we are now at the halfway point of the third period between the Capitals and Canadiens. Capitals hoping to hang on to the leads and take the series. Habs hoping to keep themselves alive. David Lonsway says these streams are awesome. For a guy watching games at 4:30 in the morning in Finland, feels like I'm back home with the family. That's awesome to hear, David. Thank you. Jay Chuck says, I want a fight night in Detroit's kind of fight. I'm not sure if I've ever seen that, what you're referring to. Chikrin was offsides. Today is the 2-year anniversary of Game 7 versus Boston. What a momentous occasion.
Realize you got this. Use QuickBooks to get your cash flow flowing.
Let's see.
Get live expert assistance to maximize your tax savings. I can help with that.
Jeff says, man, that Montour goal. Yeah.
Manage and grow your business all in one place. Intuit QuickBooks. Your way to money.
What's up, man? We still trying to get that new place, right? Yeah. Well, check this. Table 5 was popping off. They was talking about all this new technology. There's a T-shirt that can button itself. My boy has that T-shirt.
Let's see.
Yes, sir.
I'll be right back, folks. I'm going to use the restroom.
You don't believe in yourself. I believe in you. Why you not own it? I rented that. That's faith. Why he was like that? Yeah. More for us.
New Downy Comfy Cozy combines softness and scent for an elevated cozy we call Cozy. Transform your everyday with new Downy Comfy Cozy. It not only provides softness and scent, it breathes life into your room.
Get all of that done. You want to put a lot out, you better put some back in. When you stay salty, you're living wisely.
Been great action around the first round of these playoffs. The Hurricanes wrapped up their series in double overtime. Sebastian Aho the goal. New Jersey the queen on the lead in that game.
Let me sit down. And then,
Okay. Got it.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
So they're getting ready to finish this up, huh?
Well, less than 9 minutes to go.
Yeah.
We're also about 20 minutes away from puck drop in St. Louis. Playoff pancakes.
She's played in the Olympics for Team USA. Do you have who is the better player? We're Hall of Fame once not. It's a pretty simple argument, I think. I don't know, 408 goals is a bad grade. I think she probably had about 500 if her time. Very proud of what she accomplished. Yes, and is still doing it. Quebec City centering pass off the stick. Caulfield is he trying to branch the back post. Some very good chances here in the third period. They hit a couple of posts early. Ooh, don't pitch. Got the puck out of midair and gave a little face wash. Not really sure what he's thinking about there as he ends up catching it and then giving a little whack in the back of the head. There's really not much here to Dowd as he tells him to beat it. And Dowd, very smart veteran, not going to do anything silly with his team. By 2 and 7:19 to go, looking for a win to wrap up the series. I don't know if you could have gotten the I am an innocent man anymore than Dowd. He had his put both gloves up in the air. He's not going to take a penalty at this point.
Damn, when did that happen?
Off the clock here, just over 7 minutes to go. Back of the lines, and he kept it in. For a tip from Duham. Dobishev's made several great stops to keep the Capitals.
Apparently, at some point, I got a stain on my Panthers jersey. I didn't even realize it. This is not a fresh stain. This must have happened maybe the other nights. Damn. Jay Kendall says, "Yo, this game is on crack."
What a season he had. 31, 6, and 6. The most wins in the league by a goalie who played 45 games or fewer. He was undrafted. Vegas needed a goaltender. Kelly McCrimmon, the general manager, knew of him from his junior days in Brandon, where Kelly owned the team. They signed him to an EHL league in the East Coast Hockey League, and then all of a sudden, Thompson's worked his way up to a 6-year extension in the starter's job here in Washington. It's really quite a story. Injured late in the regular season. Some question if he would be ready to go for the start of the playoffs, but he was.
Jay Chuck says, "Kyle, you sold. What happens? What did I do?" Yeah, ice cream is really good. Yeah, he stains my jersey.
Early down low, turnaround shot by Suzuki, got tipped wide. That's good to goalie. Promise of things to come from this pair. Goalie's 23, Hudson 21. They're already outstanding goalie. Drove it right to the net. Arvia was at the top of the trace, and Ovechkin plays out. Hoping for Montreal. And a good play by the goalie to sweep it away. Arvia. Indeed, strong blocked it clear. Wilson reply for Montreal. Under 6 minutes to go. Still 3-1 Washington. This one to Carrier. And it's taken back by Van Ducks and high in the air.
Patrick O'Neill says Gallagher is the Kirkland's brand Marchand. Just saying.
Keeps the door slammed shut. The Canadiens are running.
Hey, Finn Fun. Thank you for the 20 euros. Thank you, buddy. He says Finland loves Panthers. Yeah, and it was great to play those couple games in Finland this year. That was awesome. Thank you, Finn Fun. Less than 3 minutes to go until the third period. Favorite foods? Good question. I'd say a nice cheeseburger with some mac and cheese on the sides and a Caesar salads.
To all the Reese's fans yearning for a PB&J cup, Reese's didn't make one. They made two. Because they feel bad for making you wait. Just kidding. They just think you'll buy both. Because obviously you will.
Oh no. Did I just see a commercial for Reese's peanut butter and jelly cup where they have basically, in addition to the peanut butter, they now have either grape or strawberry stuffing? Jay Chuck says, honestly, do you think the Panthers will win the cup again? Johnny says, oh no. Yeah, they have now made a Reese's peanut butter cup that will have either grape flavored or strawberry flavored jelly, a thin layer at the bottom of the inside of the cup. Third period's about to start. Apparently, I never changed this banner to say intermission. Your local Panthers fan, the chat can explain. Jay Chuck says questions are supposed to be answered. Kyle not left behind. Hey, Dad, the third period's about to start. Dad?
I would think this team right here does benefit more than the Panthers.
The third period is starting. Hello? I don't believe this. 4-on-4 to start the third, and Jaws is nowhere to be seen. So, puck behind the Panthers net. Forsling over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt waiting. Save by Vazzy. Jones with the puck will carry it out of the zone on purpose. Jackie Leeper says, I've had both flavors of the Reese's peanut butter and jelly cups. You like the strawberry a bit more than the grape. Kulikov over to Verhaeghe, sends it up ahead. Where the hell is Jaws? Hey, Revy, thank you for the 2. Thank you, Revy, for the 2. Says Jaws having an off night, we can tell. Well, clearly, yeah. I'll have to see if I can find out where he is. Oh, Marchand. Oh, man. I think Bennett's just hit the post. Damn. So 10 seconds of 4-on-4 left. Yeah, the post came in clutch for the Lightning there. Okay, back to full strength. Forsling sends it up ahead. David, I will agree with you on that, except for anchovies. That's just gross. All right, let me go rustle up. Hey. Yeah, we're already like 2.5 minutes in.
I was just sitting up here having my pancakes. I wait for you to tell me.
I did. I yelled for you multiple times.
I didn't hear you. I'm sitting here. I just was sitting here waiting. All right. Well, it's good luck that I missed. It's been 2.5 minutes?
Yeah.
I was just sitting here eating my pancakes.
17:32 to go in the third. Bennett gets tossed out of the circle. Rodriguez against point in the faceoff circle. Panthers win that faceoff. Balinskis passes back to Schmidt, who sends it up ahead. Rodriguez dumps the puck in. Bennett pursues it against Perbix. Yanni Gord collects it. Lilburg couldn't catch up. Rodriguez sent it towards the net. Vazzy gloves it.
If that was Samoskevich, would have gone in.
Yeah, you'll have to.
It might have been because of the air conditioner.
Yeah.
That's all. So I'll just have to sit at the kitchen table from now on. I just didn't feel like it went by that fast.
17:11 to go in the
third. I still had 3 or 4 minutes.
Mikkola with the puck, looking. He will just keep playing it in the corner. Radish tries to get the puck away, but Mikkola ultimately gets the puck.
We're just standing on top of Greer. He can't get up.
So Sturm gets the clear.
Emergency. When does it become, we need, as you said, to take some more chances if you're the right.
So Gonsalves picks up the puck. Balinskis pressuring him. Schmidt turned over the
what
puck
was
to
that?
chase. Don't worry, he'll apply physicality instead.
Come on, guys. See, the puck's not cleared yet. Get it out.
Lundell
Thank
gets
you.
the clear, and that
And
will
we
be
had to
icing.
ice the puck.
16 minutes flat to go in the third.
Oy.
Dennis says Balinski's playing really well.
Yeah.
Watch in-game highlights, stories, and post-game recaps only with the NHL app.
16 minutes left in the third period. Lundell in the face-off circle against Gensel. Lightning win the face-off. Radish over to Hedman, back to Radish. Shoots. Saved by Bob.
This is how it's going to be. I'm glad I missed the first 2 minutes. No. Man, if we could get a goal here, really would make life a lot nicer right now.
Dean Jones says, "Welp, it's going to be Caps Canes."
Yep.
The Caps just scored an empty net goal to make it 4-1. McDonough protects the puck.
Montreal held up as long as they could, I guess.
Barkov sends it around, but it goes over to Cernak.
Like this the whole period.
4-on-4 was a lot more even. And we iced the puck again.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Beck says, "What's up, my dudes? What a wild game so far."
The Senators back in that series with a road win on CBS and Max. Second half of that doubleheader will be Dallas, Colorado tomorrow night at 9:30. And we'll open up Vegas.
Jesus!
Bob with the save.
Cannot do 15 minutes of this, guys. Win a draw. Come on. You're going to kill me.
Patrick O'Neill says, "Can we, I don't know, win a face-off? Maybe? Okay, thanks." OV Capitals fan says, "We won and eliminated the Habs."
Yep. Congratulations. Damn it.
Donna will be happy.
Yeah.
So it'll be Caps Canes, which is just what I predicted. I think I had also...
Another draw.
Save by Bob. I think I had picked Caps in 6. But Montembeault getting injured really derailed them. If Montembeault was in, they'd probably win another game.
I mean, they didn't score really enough goals. Dobish played fine. I mean, you look at tonight, 3-1. You know what I mean? One. Good Lord.
Anytime
now.
now.
Oh, come on. That's a pick. That was an absolute pick.
Hedman sends it wide. Radish collects it behind the net.
Good job.
Finally,
please.
We get
Thank God. Good job, Miko. Oh, God. Is that going to be icing?
No.
No.
Puck held in briefly, but now it will be sent up ahead. Bouncing puck, Kachuk sends it up ahead. Held in by Perbix. Now Bennett with the puck. Rodriguez chases the puck.
Who's that, Rodriguez? Oh, here we go.
Lundell.
Come on, Lundell.
Glove save by Bassi.
Damn.
Lundell, you had all the time in the world there.
Oh, series is on his stick. God, look at all that room short side. What was that?
What are we doing today, Coach? So, today we're going to work on our checking.
Sorry, I heard checking.
A bit of a misunderstanding.
I meant checking on how we can help save our customers money on their car insurance.
And whether they need car, home, boat, or pet coverage.
Precisely. Now, let's go again. Susan.
Oh, you wanted to do that.
My turn.
Switch and save. Get more Geico.
Best day of training so far.
CB Mondo says he literally aimed it right into the man's glove.
Right.
Excellence is your default, and Lexus knows that feeling is unmatched. Their standard isn't for the average; it's for those who set the bar.
Amanda says, Jaws, it's okay. I predicted 4-3. We are justified.
That's true.
Because a car that doesn't make you feel something is a car that stops short of amazing.
New salted caramel macadamia.
All right.
That's Dawes.
I'll just back in and.
Okay.
So again, congratulations to the Washington Capitals who win Game 5 at home to move on to the second round where they will be facing the Carolina Hurricanes. Canes Dolphins, Panther says, woo, this game is not good for the heart.
No, it's not. Or the head. I think my allergies or something got me a massive headache. Why are the Canes so high up there in the odds?
Luosterainen in the face-off circle against Glendening. Lightning win the face-off. Jack Crick says, what's up, Kyle? Balinskis passes back to Schmidt. Schmidt sends it up ahead. And we ice it again. Jason Stewart says, I can't take this. Kazuma says, thought the Caps would be the favorites, not the Canes.
Yeah, I'm really not understanding why the Canes are there, based on what exactly?
Panthers win that face-off. Balinskis flips it up ahead. Batted down by Radish.
That was such an opportunity for Lundell.
Reinhardt looking, sends it around.
There you go. Let's get some forecheck going. Let's go.
Mikula
get some
sends
zone
the puck
time
around.
Tampa can't score from there. And we're out.
Kucherov sends it up ahead. Puck dumped in by Hedman, I believe. Oh, oh wow.
They're going to kill me. They're going to kill me this period.
Spaceman says, how many minutes? 12.
12. I mean, it's not even like it's 5-6 minutes left. The whistle won't stop.
Nick says, honestly, as a Cats fan, the Canes being favorites makes sense.
I just don't understand.
The
based on what?
Lightning just iced it. The Jets have already scored to take the 1-0 lead on the road in game 5. That series is tied at 2, so that's
with his head, I think.
Yeah, Bob made the save off of Kucherov with his heads. Geeky flips it up ahead. Nick Paul's shot saved by Bob.
I mean, it's like 5 seconds and no whistle, 4 seconds and no whistle, 7 seconds and no whistle. The hell are you doing, Rodriguez? Don't cool it.
Well, Kachuk is
going
back
after
there.
Kachuk. Kachuk don't want to fight nobody. I see.
And then Gord with a swipe, a face wash up.
Yeah, because he knows Chucky ain't going to fight.
11:40 to go in the third.
Returning after the injury suffered in the Four Nations and to sit the last couple of months of the regular season, but gets right for the playoff. His first game back in game number 1 scores 2 goals. And he to me was such an X factor for these guys.
Still waiting for play to resume. Mikkola with the puck. It goes over to Marchand, who is able to send it up ahead, but it's intercepted. Bob will keep it moving. That was extremely dangerous.
Oh, well, here we go. Come on.
Marchand's waiting, tries to drop it to Kulikov.
That? Shit.
Chafee sends it. Bob sticked it wide.
Can we at least get under 10 minutes, please?
Blues goal. The game is tied at 1 in St. Louis. So it seems they're playing the exact same game that we are.
Yeah.
For Hagee up ahead, looking shot. Pops up in the air. Jeff says, come on, Cats, you're going to kill Jaws.
They're going to kill me. They're not even trying. They're trying to kill me.
Gonsalves sends it up ahead. Puck intercepted. Barkov trying to reach it, but it will be someone else who dumped the puck in. McDonough sends it up ahead. Gonsalves sent that puck up ahead. Seth Jones will be the first to reach it. Pass around the board to Rodriguez. Rolls all the way down. That's not icing. Radish sends it around the boards. Kucherov. Braden Points could not get that puck. We were going off on the change.
All right, we're under 10 minutes.
Under 10 minutes, just over halfway through this period. Hedman.
Shit!
Holy shit.
How?
Gensel nearly had that shot blocked by Forsling. Now, Marchand not able to get that clear. Braden Points leaves it for the guys at the blue line.
Okay.
Now, finally, Marchand gets the clear, and of course, it's icing.
No icing. They said it didn't go
no
fast
icing?
enough.
Really?
I guess they said it didn't go fast enough. But they're just right back at it. I mean,
Will Bob with the good stick play, and we get the clear again.
They're just do the thing they do.
Penty thinks the Cats can't defend the rest of this period. Can't play
That's what I
turtle
said.
rest of the
Game
game.
7, the whole end of the second period and the whole third period.
Nick Paul over to Hedman. Goes wide. Cernak keeps it in for the Lightning. Nick Paul will reach the puck. Sends it back, but it rolls all the way over to Verhaeghe, who
Flips it out.
It gets cleared. Thank goodness.
8.5 left.
Yanni Gord over to Hedman. Boquist playing pressure spy right in front of Vazzy.
Breathe.
Gonsalves tried to send it to a teammate, but instead Boquist will send it on net.
That would have been something.
I don't think it'll be that easy to score a fifth goal. Cirelli trying to beat Forsling has to pass it back to Perbix. Greer with good pressure.
Flipped out over to Moser at his own blue line. Stretch pass. Right back in. It's out.
It's out.
It's in. It's out. It's in. It's out. God almighty. Okay.
Kulikov
Can
with
we
the puck.
please just settle down and try to get some offensive zone time just to stay in the zone?
Beck says we need some ozone time. My
Come
heart. Paul across the line. Bennett sends it in.
Go off on a change. They don't even care about possessing the puck.
Let's see.
Come on,
Lundell
here we
over
go.
to Marchand.
Marchand gets to it.
Yeah! Mr. Ryan!
Yes!
Mr. Ryan finally scored!
Yes!
With just under 7 minutes to go,
Yes!
Luosterainen has given
Finally.
the Panthers a 5-3 lead.
Yes! Marchand, sign that man.
Yes.
What a play to catch up to it. A perfect pass. Come on now. Look at this. Oh, my God. That's so beautiful.
Damn, wow. Dana says, my internal organs. It's apparently a 4-point night for Eetu Luosterainen.
Outstanding. All right, now, there's still game to play.
Yeah. Raven was here earlier. She asked if Marchand was doing well. And yeah, Marchand has been glorious.
We're not letting him leave.
We need him to be there for at least another 2 years to feed Lundell and Luosterainen all those glorious pucks.
Yep. All right, let's finish this. Let's finish this now. Come on, guys.
Blake says, hello, Jaws and Kyle.
Hey, bud.
Perbix enters the zone. Yeah, we're not celebrating.
No.
Yet.
No, it just give us a little bit of a breath.
Yeah, 5 goals on 30 shots.
What's that?
Daniel the Beach Bum,
Hey,
thank
Daniel.
you for the 2.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, bud.
Says,
thank you.
That pass was prettier than my ex-girlfriend's.
What's that?
Hey, Tons, thank you for the 10.
Hey, thank you, Tons. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Tons.
Thank you, bud.
He says handshakes incoming.
All right.
That was
go.
Tons.
That's
not us.
okay. They're allowed to say that.
Yeah.
All right. It won't be long before they got to take Vasilevsky out.
Cuban has been a member for 26 months.
Thank
It
you,
says,
Cuban.
Positive energy, baby. Round
Yes.
2.
All right, let's just finish.
And
out. Okay.
Luosterainen and Verhaeghe scoring regular goals on the same night. Well, Verhaeghe was power play, right?
Yeah.
You argue that makes it even more special.
Just keep the pressure on now, guys. It's out.
Yeah.
Okay.
4:49 to go in the third. Okay.
Okay.
Hungry Xenomorph says, someone please ask Cooper about the physicality in the series in the post-game presser.
Oh. Okay. 5 minutes.
Don't worry. We just use stamps.com when we have to send letters or packages.
Start your risk-free trial today.
So,
Stamps.com.
Dana says a lot of stuff can happen. Keep it.
A lot of stuff can happen. A lot of stuff. Just do what we do. Just do the thing we do.
Family are protected from water damage with the industry's premier maintenance-free gutter system. Call 844-6-LEAF-GUARD right now for 75% off installation plus 2.
Sunspoint says, give Ekblad 20 games. Trey says, Paul Rudd finally aged. You hate to see it.
All right.
Jeffrey Lipman says, E2, Brute. E2.
Yeah, he finally got one. Seriously, Marchand, 2x4. How could he not want to stay? What's that? Is that Rev?
Revy, thank you for the 5.
Buddy. Thank you, Rev. Thank you, buddy.
I think he's quoting song lyrics.
Oh,
Says,
okay.
I have a big gun. I took it from my lord. Sick of justice. I just want to feel you.
Very interesting.
4:49 to go in the third.
All right, the net is empty.
The net is empty for Tampa. And we do get the clear, but it'll be icing.
Yep.
Lightning probably correctly pull the nets this early with pretty much nothing to lose. Bobby Ray K says, let's go Panthers. 4:37 to go. Net is empty. Lundell wins the faceoff. Kulikov sent it around, but it's out of play.
So we're going to do this 4 seconds at a time.
4:31 to go in the third. So,
one of the great playoff performances in Panthers history tonight.
See if we can get an empty netter to seal this victory. Climb that list.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh,
it floats towards net. It's
yes!
in! Yes!
Yes, baby.
Rhino.
All right. There we go.
Empty net for the Panthers makes it 6-3 with 4:24 to go. That was the slowest moving empty netter I've ever seen.
Okay.
Jeff gifted 20 memberships.
Hey, thank you, Jeff.
Thank you,
brother.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, buddy. Much appreciated, bud. All right.
And the Lightning fans are
Yep.
leaving the building. Hey, Derek, thank you for the 4.
Thank you, Derek. Thank you, buddy.
He says,
Derek.
on to the second round.
On to the second round.
Not taking anything for granted, though.
Finish.
I mean, 4:19 is still the eternity. Did you see that jersey?
I only saw it real quick. They took it off.
It was like yellow shoulders and small yellow bands around. It was a red jersey with yellow as a dominant color. It's unlike any Panthers jerseys I've ever seen. Finn Fun says Cooper has to go. I really don't know if this is his fault. Okay, well, we're 4 minutes away from moving on to the second round. Florida Panthers fan from Australia says, "Hi guys, Boston Red Sox lost. Apparently at some point Winnipeg scored again to take a 2-1 lead."
Right.
Let's see. And
no ice.
No icing. Apparently, Tampa emptied the net again. Bob with the save. 3:11 to go. Florida Panthers fan from Australia, thank you for the 2.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Sis. I hope my Boston Red Sox win Friday. Dean Jones, thank you for the 5.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you, buddy.
Says, congrats, Florida, on advancing to the second round.
Thank you, bud.
It ain't over, but it is nice to take the 3-goal leads. Yeah, the Caps won 4-1, appropriately enough, matching their how they won the series in 5. Yep, Panthers going for back-to-back. Carlos quoting Maurice says,
"What's that?
Hey, Aaron, can you take game 2 of the next round off?" Hey, Finn Fun.
Hey.
Finn Fun, thank you for the 20.
Hey, thank you, buddy. Thank you, bud.
He says,
"Thanks, Finn Fun."
Finland is always behind the Panthers. Yeah, Brad Marchand is fitting in swimmingly. Sunswine says it's been scientifically proven that when the Panthers beat the Lightning, they end up winning the cup. .3:11 to go in the third. Net still empty for the Lightning. They win the faceoff. Radish with the puck sends it ahead. Barkov tried to send it up to Reinhart. Reinhart waiting. Panthers control the puck. Forsling over to Luosterainen, but that rolls over to Hedman. Bennett with the puck. Luosterainen able to get the clear. And we get another clear.
So that means Ekblad will be out for game 1 against whoever we play.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, don't take no hits. We don't need it.
Hey, Jeff, thank you for the 5.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Jeff. He says, remember 2022 when we were celebrating the end of a 24-year playoff victory drought?
Yep. Times have sure changed, haven't they? This is the 4th straight year now that we've made it to at least the second round of the playoffs.
Well,
they're going to start hitting
Cernak.
people. They're going to start cross-checking people in the back.
Cernak trying to start stuff with Marchand. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Cernak.
No, I'm just saying, really?
So, yeah, Marchand appears to be fine.
Yeah. It's just a normal battle.
Normal.
And they're talking.
And then Cernak waits and then blatantly cross-checks Marchand.
This is the one. Like that.
What's hilarious is how much shorter Marchand is than Cernak. So Panthers will be on the power play for the rest of the game.
I assume they'll put Vasilevsky back in.
Hey, Cruise Control, thank you for the 10.
Hey, thank you, Cruz. Thank you, buddy. Thank
Cruise
you,
Control
thank you.
says, so happy we met in section 105 in the Panthers Penguins. Definitely going to second round games this year. Let's go for back-to-back cups.
Amen.
Let's see. Great White, thank you for the 10.
Hey, thank you, Great White.
Says,
thank you, bud.
Let's go home, baby.
Yeah. All right.
Balinskis has the puck taken away from him by Gensel. Boquist now collects it. Yeah, Marchand has been huge so far in these playoffs.
Yep.
Boquist.
Can he finally score a goal?
Kulikov over to Mikula. Shoots. Hey, Bex.
Thank you, Bex.
Thanks, Bex. Thank you for the 20.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Bex. Much appreciated, bud.
Congrats, Bruins, on your first round pick. Well, that's still a long way away.
No, was it? I think we only had to get to the second round of the playoffs, or what? How far was it?
I think it was if the Panthers went to the Cup.
Oh, I thought it was a little bit.
I'd have to read.
Yeah.
So 3, 2,
hey, thank you,
1.
Trey. Thank you, Trey.
Panthers win game 5 and beats the Lightning in Tampa. Trey.
Right. There we go.
2 puntos. Thank you.
Did exactly what we needed to do is just end it tonight. Finish it tonight. Hell yeah. All right.
We've got rats in the chat, and I'm sure there has to be a rat out there somewhere on the there it is. There's the rat on the ice in Amali. There's a couple of rats. Miracle on Main Street. Thank you for the 5.
Hey, thank you, bud. Thank you, Miracle. Thank you.
Victory, and here's the handshake line.
There we go.
Real Brother Gene says, that's it. That's it. That's 4.
That's it.
Yeah, there are rats on the ice. So for the second year in a row, the Panthers eliminate the Lightning in the first round in 5 games. Yeah, as soon as the handshake line and stuff is done, I'll switch over to some coverage of Jets Blues while Jaws is doing the recap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes 15 games with no playoff goals for Kucherov.
Jeez.
So
That's
there
it.
it
They're
is.
going to just leave right there in the middle of the handshake line.
Seriously?
Yep.
Amanda, thank you for the 5.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you.
Amanda says support.
Thank you, Amanda.
Support Jaws and support guys. Jaws and Kyle do great work as predicted. 4-1 Panthers.
Thank you, Amanda. You okay?
I'm good.
All right. You sound like you were losing your voice.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Cade, thank you for the 2. Says time for drinking and celebrating. Thank you, Cades. Thank you, Cades.
Thank you, Kate. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, bud. Okay. You did that in 5.
Betty, thank you for the 10.
Thank you, Betty. Thank you.
Says Betty has some rats for us. Brother Gene is saying hello.
Hey, brother. I just texted you. Outstanding.
So that is 4 wins for the Panthers. We are a quarter of the way.
That's 4. Hopefully, Luosterainen gets the puck tonight. I would assume he's going to get the puck. All right, I'm going to go yell at the camera.
Yep. Revy, thank you for the 2.
Thanks, bud.
Revy says, thank you, Amanda, for not yelling at me tonight. So the Panthers move on to the second round to play either the Leafs or the Senators. So Josh says, don't forget, though, Tampa went 3 years in a row and 1, 2. We have 3 overall, so you all still got work to do. It's a Florida team. Go get it, boys. Keep that cup in Florida. Yeah, this is probably one of, if not Marchand's best game as a Panther. Bobby Ray Cave, that's yet to be determined who the Panthers are playing next. So whichever opponent we get in the second round, it's going to be a fun challenge. Like, if it's the Leafs, we go up against Stolars, OEL, Lorentz, but we'll have Brad Marchand on our sides. And then there's the possibility of the Sens being our opponent. They have Linus Solmark, and again, we have Brad Marchand. Echo, this is it. The Panthers have won the series in 5. The Panthers are moving on to the second round. So I am going to go ahead and switch over to coverage of Blues and Jets. Yeah, every series in the East ended in 5 except for the Leafs. Oh, there's only a few minutes left to go in the first period. Winnipeg has the... Oh, I thought for some reason, I forgot that this is a Jets home game. It's game 5. So this is the Jets at home, not the Blues. Yeah, Seth Jones, Brad Marchand. Don't forget Nico Sturm has been doing what we needed him to do on face-offs and penalty kill, or at least penalty kill. Watch Medicine asks, are the Panthers more solid than last year? Well, we'll get the answer to that in the second round, because the Panthers will either be playing against several of our former players, including Stolars, or we are going to be facing off against Brady Tkachuk and Linus Ullmark. Don't forget Schmitz, yeah.
This is the point I give up. But not today. I want to carry on. You will see me at the top. This is the last time you won't remember me.
Hey, FinFun, thank you for the 20. Thank you, FinFun. Says Sauna. Kitos, thank you. Yeah, brother versus brother playoff series would be great. The Leafs have 2 more chances to avoid what would be a horrific choke by them, even for a team like the Leafs. J Chuck says, I just jumped into my pool fully clothed in celebration. Do Florida residents still get free public sandwiches with a Cats win?
I've studied goaltending extremely hard. I've probably studied the most out of anyone in this world. So I know what to do and how to get my best game. So that's what I'm looking forward to do. And
yeah, now we get some rest. It's hilarious. The one series in the East that went past 5 games is the series involving the Panthers' second round opponents. Watch Medicine says this is a very impressive series win by the Panthers. This was basically the Panthers' first test to see if they could do what they did last year and quickly dispatch the Lightning. And guess what? We did it again. We beat the Lightning in 5 convincingly. Kucherov once again denied from scoring at all. The Lightning were, 2 for 16. The Lightning were 2 for 16 on the power play the whole series. Panthers weren't much better, but it was a little better. Hello, Uncle Gene. How you doing? Yes. Well, I don't watch Medicine. I don't think Ekblad will be missed for game 1 next round. Forsling Jones are a solid top defensive pair. So now the Panthers just wait to find out who their second round opponent is. And we already have one matchup for the second round set in the East. The Hurricanes and Capitals. I know I picked the Capitals to win that. Watchmison says, as a Panthers fan, I would be ecstatic to get Toronto and Carolina. My worst case scenario is Ottawa and Capitals because of the unfamiliarity. Real Rubber Jean says, Kyle, woo freaking who? Yes, the Caps do look good. So. Mr. Krabs says, I heard a rumor that John Cooper might leave the Lightning. We could be responsible for his last game as Lightning coach. I don't know if the Lightning want to fire John Cooper. I don't know. I mean, John Cooper won multiple cups with the Lightning. The team has been good every year for the past 5 years minimum. I do not believe that it's John Cooper's fault for these losses, these recent first round losses by the Lightning. The Lightning just have the misfortune of having to face the one team in the first round that could give them the most trouble possible, and it just so happens to be the Panthers. Yeah, the Atlantic is brutal. Schmitz had more goals than Kucherov and points combined in this series. Just chucking around. Does anybody notice that Marchand's guy is elite? Yeah, I noticed that. I love how Marchand has been directly responsible for so many goals by Lundell, and he's even helped Luosterainen score. I repeat, he helped Luosterainen score. Owl says, wow, Kyle. Yeah, I'm hoping the Blues win too. I actually picked Blues in 7. Yeah, Marchand is fun to watch. So, yeah. It is going to be highly interesting to see who prevails in the Toronto-Ottawa series. So at the end of the first period, Jets winning 2-1 over the Blues. Apparently the Jets this season, including the playoffs, have been 20-0-1 when scoring 2+ goals in the first period. Just chucking around, says Leafs fans realizing they don't have to see Marchand in round 2 if they don't make it to round 2.
Series is tied at 2. Obviously, this is a huge one.
Yeah. So this makes 3 seasons in a row that the Lightning have been eliminated in the first round, including being the one team that the Leafs have beaten in the first round over the past 20+ years. And then this season and the past season, the Lightning had an outstanding regular season. The Lightning scored the most goals of any team this year in the regular season, and then they become a 5-game first-round exit again. Yeah, I wonder what Marchand said that provoked Sarnak to take a penalty. So yeah, it is beautiful to see. Just Kachucking around says, damn, that conditional draft pick we sent over for Marchand just graduated. Let me look up Marchand trade. It does become a first round pick. It just became a first round pick. The conditions were if the Panthers advance to the second round and Marchand plays at least half of their playoff games. Although I don't know, does Marchand have to, has that second condition been met yet? Or is it still to be determined since the playoffs have not concluded? Okay.
Let me just put this away.
Check your sunroof's cools first before going through the car wash.
What's the schedule tomorrow night? What can we do tomorrow night?
Well, tomorrow is Sens Leafs, so
Oh, okay. That means okay. Then that's what we'll be.
yeah. So we definitely will be watching Sens Leafs tomorrow.
Now I get to go out there Friday and promote the show. This is good.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Try and mute that, please.
Owl says this chat will need more moderators next round. Either a Kachuk war or the Leafs fans will harass Jaws to hell.
Yeah, well, Dana was also a moderator, but her account got hacked, so I had to take away her wrench. So once she's making sure that that's situated, she'll get her wrench back, and then we'll just take Rosado's to even it out. I'm kidding, Rosado. All right, everybody. Thank you all for joining us. Ah, damn it. I figured. Appreciate all the super chats, all of it. Genuinely appreciate everybody, all the new members. Tomorrow, a full day. I will have a members podcast up. We'll have a Puck Blockers podcast up with Paul. I'll have the noon stream. Kyle's going to start the what are you doing? Flying Fluffy Cricket.
No.
And then we'll be live tomorrow to watch Toronto and Ottawa. And who knows what kind of catastrophe is going to happen in that game. Everybody go enjoy the rest of your night. Panthers are out of the first round and into the second. On our way to 16. We're doing it again.
All right.
We're doing the thing again.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.